night, but we're actually on a ferry, about ready to get off, and we are heading north into Scotland. We'll be in Scotland in a few hours. I'll pick the rest of this up later. We took a ferry over last night out of Amsterdam area. It was like an overnight ferry, so we were able to get a great night's sleep, kind of hang out and relax. We hit England about an hour ago, and we are heading up north to just north of Carlisle to meet up with two more friends that we've done some rides with in the past. And then we are blasting all the way north to Scotland. The trip this week is to actually go to Islay and check out some of our favorite breweries or distilleries. I think they're distilleries, breweries is beer. So that's where we're at right now. We just pulled over really quick because it's a little colder than we thought it was going to be. So we're just gearing up a little bit, and then it's another half an hour until we get to the meet location. So let's go ride. It's the morning of day 2 of our trip. Fortunately, today's not a long stint. I think it's only about 3 hours of riding, but it is actively raining, and I'm not a huge fan of riding in the rain. I actually don't know anybody who really is a fan of riding in the rain, but nonetheless, this is what we're faced with today. So we're gearing up. We've got rain gear on, and we're just preparing to go a little bit slower so that we can catch the ferry that takes us over to the Isle of Islay. So that's the plan for today. Yeah, 3 hours in the rain on some back twisty roads. Let's see how this goes. Ferry number 2. This ferry actually takes us to Islay, which is the destination for this whole trip. I should really do a recap of today, but a really quick version of the recap of today was, holy shit, it rained a lot. It was like 5+ hours of riding in the rain, and we're for the most part dry, but there are parts of us that are very soaked, and the bikes are filthy. I mean, the bikes are just gnarly mess. So there's definitely some cleaning in our future, but we're gonna hop on this ferry. It's an hour and a half over to the island. It drops us off really close to our hotel so we can get out of our wet shoes and heavy wet gear, and then start to enjoy the evening. change of plans today. We were trying to rent a car, but they canceled it. We didn't realize that there was so much going on this island in the middle of the week. So we are going brewery or distillery hopping to see all the distilleries we want on motorcycles, which means not many of us are drinking, but I hear there's a workaround on that. And then the ones that really do want to enjoy it, they're gonna hop on the back of some bikes. So we're running really late right now, so we really gotta get out to the bikes. Distillery 1 down. I even got a chance to dry out a little bit. This was Laphroaig. Next, we are heading to Shayna's favorite distillery, which is Lagavulin. It's just about 2 minutes down the road. This place was really, really cool. Amazing views, and just the staff was super nice, super friendly, super helpful, and it's just, I mean, it's just gorgeous chilling here. So now we're back to the motorcycles to hop on and get down the road. So Lagavulin is by far Shay's favorite whiskey. We've always got a bottle in the house, and no matter what we try, we always come back to having another bottle of this in the house. It's just her favorite all-time whiskey and her go-to. So this was a must-visit location for us on this trip, and I'm so excited and happy that we finally made it here. So I'm heading inside, and let's see how it goes. So we're finished up here at Lagavulin. Now we are blasting about 25 minutes northwest to our friend Alex's favorite distillery. We're hoping at that point to be able to get some food also, because it's like 3 o'clock and we just all realized that we have not eaten anything since breakfast. Also, so I've got to put this down. I've got to hop on the bike so that we can get up there, because we're also racing the clock, because everything on this island closes at like 4 or 5 o'clock. So we made it here to Bowmore. What an interesting ride to get here. It's a stretch of road that seems to be probably close to 10 miles long, but it is dead straight, except it oscillates up and down a lot. So we're here right now. We're gonna dip in, we're gonna get some samples, and then we still haven't gotten food. So yeah, let's go check this place out. This place is kind of unique because it's also in a city, and it's the city of Bowmore also. So we're heading into the tasting room now to well, I'm not really tasting, I'm more of sniffing and like take a little bit of a taste and spit it out, because I am riding. But let's go inside and check some stuff out. Yourself down. Why? Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts, there's a heart gone out of rhythm in despair. Held underwater. Just finished up dinner. We ended up having a great tour of the distillery, which was amazing, because one of the guys that we're traveling with really wanted to do a distillery tour, and when they said no to us, we were like kind of devastated, because we thought he wasn't going to get the one thing that he wanted. but at the last minute, they decided to do a tour. It was a great time. We finished up the tour, had some whiskey, samples and tastes and whatnot, and then headed down to this place called Pete's Pizza, which they actually cook the pizza with Pete. Finish that up, and now I think we are just going to head back to the hotel because we got to start planning for tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be an interesting game of trying to get on a ferry. So I'll try to explain more about that later, but for now we're heading off back to the hotel.
Breathe out. Hey, come. Breathe out. Look at the cars got the white knuckles holding on it tight. Keeping your feet bottled up inside. Heading for collision.
I did not record anything yesterday, and the reason why is that we were running around trying to play ferry catch up. See, all of us were booked on a ferry that left Islay at like 8 p.m. and didn't get us back into mainland Scotland until 10:30. That would have meant that we would have had to drive 2 or 3 hours in the dark to get to a spot south enough that today, Saturday, we wouldn't have had to log 6 to 8 hours on the highway in order to get to our ferry tonight that would get us back to Amsterdam. And because of this, we had to play this whole game of get up early, get to the ferry ports, and hope that we could get on the ferry. It turned out we did. And we were able to get on a fairly early ferry. I think the ferry that we ended up getting on was at like 9:45. That put us into mainland Scotland around noonish. And then we were able to do a longer ride, like a little over 3 hours. And we ended up last night here in Edinburgh. It's a city that Shay and I have been to before, and we thoroughly loved. So we're really happy to be here last night. We got here early enough that it allowed us to go have a good dinner, have some relaxing time with our friends, get a good night's sleep. And now, today, Saturday, we are not rushed at all. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes from here to the ferry for tonight, which stops will take us about 3 hours, and we're able to have a nice relaxing breakfast. We were able to get up and take our time this morning, and we're not rushed. So that's why I didn't record yesterday, because I was just so focused on get through and get to Edinburgh, so we were set up for today. All in all, so far it's been an amazing trip. It has rained every day except for today, which right now is beautiful and sunny and warm, and we're looking forward to a great ride down to Newcastle to catch tonight's ferry. So with that, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to go inside, finish breakfast and coffee with friends. Then we're going to pack up, kickstands up, and head south. So let's get on the road.
You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feet bottled up inside.
That's our port. We are pulling back into the Netherlands right now. The trip last night was smooth sailing. We forced ourselves to stay awake until 10 p.m. and then we all just passed out hard. All in all, this was an amazing trip. To put it into perspective, I hate riding my motorcycle in the rain. Despise it. If there's more than a 40% chance of rain, chances are I'm not going out for a ride. We rode in the rain 5 out of 6 days on this trip, and we had just the best of times. crisscrossing islands, blasting back roads, riding through national forests. It was an amazing, amazing trip. The only thing that I would do different is I would spend more time on island. But with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We've got to get down to the cargo hold, get our bikes unstrapped, get our luggage strapped, and then it's like a half an hour, 40-minute ride back home so that we can get out of our gear, take a nice proper shower, and kick back and relax and start editing. So thanks for watching, and until the next moto trip, we'll see you soon.